Yo, you are not ready for this one. Asian Doll just dropped something that has left the streets shook, fans screaming, and even Lil Durk, yes, the Lil Durk, completely blindsided. And trust me, this isn't your usual social media beef or a run-of-the-mill rap drama. No, this right here is straight up family level, friendship level, industry level chaos that nobody saw coming. Emotions ran so high. Even the people closest to her are questioning every move she's made over the past few months. It all started late last night when Asian Doll went live, and let's just say what came out of her mouth had the internet going wild. Some of the things she said were shocking enough to make fans spit out their drinks, and insiders are saying that her words caught Lil Durk completely off guard. He was reportedly speechless after hearing the news. And we're talking more than a little gossip. This is the kind of revelation that threatens friendships, shakes alliances, and divides entire fan bases. Now, people are asking, what did Asian Doll reveal? Who is getting dragged? And how is this going to impact her career and relationships in the rap game? The family was left divided, emotions ran high, and the messages started pouring in. People are saying there were heated arguments behind the scenes, betrayal, and accusations flying like nobody's business. And if you think this stops at just social media drama, think again. Sources say that what happened next was something that could literally change the way we see Lil Durk and Asian Doll forever. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to unpack every single shocking twist, every drama-filled interaction, and every betrayal that went down. This is the story that everyone in the rap world is talking about. And trust me, you don't want to miss a second. The night started off like any other, but nobody knew that Asian Doll had been planning something that would shake the rap world to its core. Fans had noticed her posting cryptic messages on Instagram all day, but nobody could have predicted the storm she was about to unleash. "I can't keep this in anymore," she typed in her last story before going live, and within seconds, thousands of notifications were blowing up phones across the country. The energy was different, tense, and electric. It was clear she wasn't just spilling tea. She was about to drop a bomb that could redefine her entire career and her relationships. As soon as she went live, the screen lit up with a mix of loyal fans, haters, and curious industry insiders. Her tone was serious, her eyes sharp, and the usual playful demeanor was replaced with something heavier. "Y'all think you know me, but there's some things you don't," she said, pausing as if to make sure everyone was listening. People in the chat were typing non-stop. "What happened? Spill the tea." Durk gotta hear this. The comments were a chaotic mix of anticipation and shock, because fans could feel that what she was about to say wasn't ordinary gossip. What followed next sent waves across social media. Asian Doll began talking about someone very close in her circle, hinting at betrayal, manipulation, and lies that nobody saw coming. "I trusted people that I thought had my back. Turns out some were playing me all along," she revealed, her voice trembling but firm. Rumors immediately started circulating that she was talking about a person who had previously been her confidant, someone who fans had idolized alongside her. Messages from friends and family started blowing up her phone, and sources say that within minutes, the tension was palpable. Fans were shocked, some crying, some yelling at their screens, and the live chat became a battlefield of emotions. Even Lil Durk, who was reportedly monitoring social media that night, was caught completely off guard. Insiders claimed that he saw clips from her live video circulating on Twitter and TikTok, and his reaction was pure disbelief. "I don't even know what to say," a source said, he muttered, visibly upset. Emotions ran high not just among fans, but also within the inner circle of the rap community. People started speculating about how this revelation could affect collaborations, upcoming projects, and even endorsements. The tension wasn't just online, it was spilling into real life. The first dramatic twist came when Asian Doll mentioned that some of the betrayal involved financial matters. She didn't give names at first, but she dropped hints that left viewers connecting the dots. "You think people are loyal, but money changes everything," she said, shaking her head. People in the chat immediately started pointing fingers, and fans began digging through past posts and interviews for clues. Within hours, theories were trending on Twitter, Instagram, and even Facebook groups dedicated to hip-hop gossip. It was like watching a live detective story unfold, and everyone wanted to be the first to break the real story. While the fans were in a frenzy, the family aspect of the drama started to surface. Asian Doll's younger sister, who had remained quiet until now, went live to respond to the situation. Her live was emotional, full of tears and accusations, saying that some of the family friends had turned their backs on her sister when things got tough. Emotions ran high, and the family was left divided. Some relatives supported Asian Doll, defending her decisions and praising her bravery for speaking up. Others were frustrated, saying that airing private matters online would only bring more trouble than resolution. The tension between family and friends added another layer to the unfolding saga, and fans couldn't stop talking about it. As the night progressed, more twists kept hitting the audience. Asian Doll revealed that she had evidence, text messages, receipts, and even private recordings that could prove the betrayal she was talking about. She didn't show them live, but her promise was enough to send social media into overdrive. Insiders said that the revelation could potentially damage reputations and careers if released publicly. Fans were buzzing, making memes, clips, and speculation videos, each trying to predict the fallout. The energy was intense. The atmosphere felt like a storm that no one could escape. Just when people thought the drama couldn't get any bigger, a heated exchange happened on Twitter. Someone allegedly involved in the situation tweeted vague threats and called Asian Doll out, escalating the tension even further. The messages were deleted within minutes, but screenshots had already gone viral. "You'll think this is a game, but this is real life," one message read, and fans immediately connected it to the live bombshell. The back and forth escalated into multiple arguments, and emotions ran so high that the rap community was talking non-stop about who was right and who was wrong. The narrative got even messier when friends of Lil Durk started chiming in. Some defended him, saying he had no part in the drama and that he was being unfairly pulled into something he had nothing to do with. Others speculated that he knew more than he was letting on and that his silence was strategic. Fans were split, debates raged in comment sections, and the story kept evolving in real time. Sources close to both Asian Doll and Lil Durk reported tension-filled phone calls, heated text messages, and even some in-person confrontations. Though nobody confirmed the exact details, to make matters worse, insiders hinted that a surprise appearance was about to happen. Asian Doll allegedly invited someone on her live that nobody expected, someone whose presence would amplify the drama even further. Whispers about this guest spread like wildfire, and fans were waiting on the edge of their seats. The suspense was unbearable. Some claimed it was a mutual friend who had been caught in the middle of the betrayal. Others thought it might be a rival artist trying to capitalize on the chaos. Whatever it was, people knew that the next move would either settle some of the drama or blow it up even bigger. Toward the end of the night, emotions escalated to an entirely new level. Asian Doll's live ended with a cliffhanger, teasing that she had more shocking revelations to share the next day. She promised to go into detail about everything people thought they knew, and hinted that it would include confessions, confrontations, and potentially public fallout. Fans exploded with anticipation, many saying they couldn't sleep, constantly refreshing social media to see if the next piece of the puzzle had dropped. The energy was uncontrollable, like the calm before a storm that nobody wanted to miss. By the time part one of this drama closed, it was clear that the situation was far from over. Family ties were strained, friendships were tested, and the rap world was buzzing with rumors, accusations, and speculation. People were shocked by Asian Doll's bravery in going public and were eagerly waiting to see if Lil Durk or anyone else would respond. The story had started with a single live video, but had already grown into a multi-layered spectacle filled with twists, emotions, and intrigue. And while fans thought they had an idea of what happened, Insider Part 1 ended with Asian Doll leaving the audience on edge, promising that the real story was far from over and that the next wave of drama would make the night's chaos look small in comparison. Fans were glued to their screens. Social media was a war zone of opinions, and the rap community was buzzing with tension, anticipation, and suspense. The stage was perfectly set for the next chapter, where secrets would be revealed, emotions would boil over, and everyone involved would have to face the consequences of actions that had been hidden for far too long. As the sun rose the next day, the aftermath of Asian Doll's explosive live was still echoing across social media. Fans were buzzing, journalists were calling, and everyone in the rap community seemed to be on edge. The screenshots, clips, and reactions from the night before had gone viral, and the speculation was reaching levels nobody could have predicted. Insiders were hinting that the real confrontation hadn't even happened yet, and that the most shocking revelations were still coming. Emotions were high and tensions were running hotter than ever. Reports began surfacing that Lil Durk had finally decided to respond, but not in the way anyone expected. Instead of posting a tweet or commenting on social media, he reportedly made a series of calls to mutual friends and associates, trying to get the full picture before addressing the situation publicly. Sources said that he was visibly frustrated, pacing his studio, muttering things like, "I didn't sign up for this," and "This ain't how it was supposed to go down." Fans watching the story unfold online were losing it, trying to decode whether his silence was strategic or a sign that he was blindsided by Asian Doll's revelations. Meanwhile, Asian Doll didn't slow down. That afternoon, she shared a series of cryptic stories hinting at more betrayals. "Sometimes you gotta let people reveal themselves," she wrote. "And trust me, the truth isn't always pretty." Fans immediately started connecting the dots, speculating about who she could be talking about. Was it someone in her circle? Someone from Lil Durk's team? Or maybe even a hidden family member? Every comment, every like, every repost felt like fuel on a fire that was already raging uncontrollably. Then came the moment that changed everything. Asian Doll went live again, this time with a surprise guest. The chat erupted instantly, hundreds of thousands of people joining to see who it was. And as soon as the screen loaded, the reactions were immediate. Shock, disbelief, excitement. It was a figure nobody had expected. A former close friend of Asian Doll, someone fans hadn't seen publicly in years, but who had a history intertwined with both her career and personal life. Emotions ran high as the two started speaking, their dialogue a mix of tension, accusations, and emotional vulnerability. "You left me out in the cold when things got real," Asian Doll said, her voice quivering but firm. "You were supposed to have my back, but you chose someone else." The former friend responded defensively, saying, "You think I abandoned you? You don't even know the half of it. People were playing both of us, and you didn't see it coming." Fans in the chat were typing non-stop, many saying the drama felt more intense than any reality show episode they had ever watched. The conversation escalated, emotions ran higher, and soon the discussion became an all-out verbal showdown. As the argument intensified, hints of financial betrayal came to light. Asian Doll revealed that money had been mismanaged, with some funds disappearing, and others allegedly being redirected without her knowledge. She didn't name names directly, but the implications were clear enough to have fans buzzing for hours. "You know how it goes," she said, glaring into the camera. "You think you're loyal, but loyalty is expensive, and some people weren't willing to pay the price." The former friend's expression shifted from defensive to guilt-ridden, and it seemed like the tension might reach a breaking point at any moment. The drama didn't stop there. Sources reported that Lil Durk, after hearing snippets of the second live, finally decided to address the situation, but he did it behind closed doors first. He called both Asian Doll and her former friend individually, trying to mediate while also protecting his own reputation. Insiders said that the conversations were tense, with accusations flying and emotions spilling over. Lil Durk reportedly said things like, "Y'all gotta stop dragging me into this, and let's figure this out before it gets uglier than it already is." Fans watching the leaks of the conversations were shocked, some siding with him, others accusing him of not taking a stand. The tension in the rap community escalated to a fever pitch. Things took another wild turn when an anonymous source revealed that there was a hidden layer of betrayal nobody had considered. Some of the people closest to Asian Doll had been leaking information to the press. Insiders said that journalists were receiving tips about private disputes, text messages, and supposed secret plans, all seemingly to create a bigger spectacle. Asian Doll's fans were outraged, saying that this wasn't just drama, it was manipulation, and the family was left divided. Some relatives supported her fiercely, claiming she was being targeted unfairly, while others worried that going public would only intensify the fallout. Amidst the chaos, a new twist emerged. Social media influencers and fellow artists started weighing in, some taking sides, others just stoking the fire. The conversations online became a battlefield of opinions, memes, and theories. Durk's involved somehow, one influencer suggested. Asian Doll's spilling receipts and it's about to get messy, said another. Even fans who usually stayed out of rap drama couldn't resist jumping in, sharing screenshots, debating who was telling the truth, and predicting what might happen next. The energy was chaotic, relentless, and highly addictive. Then, in a shocking escalation, the former friend unexpectedly left the live stream mid-argument, muttering, "This isn't over," before logging off. Asian Doll remained on screen, visibly frustrated but defiant. "You can leave, but the truth stays," she said, her tone icy. The chat exploded. Fans were sending clips to every corner of the internet, some saying that this split was proof that betrayal ran deeper than anyone imagined. The tension was now layered between friends, family, fans, and even the rap industry itself. Every comment and reaction seemed to add fuel to an already raging fire. As part 2 of the drama unfolded, insiders hinted that more revelations were coming soon, including alleged confrontations in person. Sources claimed that Asian Doll and her former friend were planning a private meeting to settle scores, but that the energy between them was volatile. Emotions were expected to run high, and the entire rap community was waiting to see if it would end in reconciliation or an all-out public meltdown. Fans speculated endlessly, some hoping for peace, others expecting more fireworks. Toward the end of part 2, Asian Doll dropped another bombshell. She suggested that someone in Lil Durk's camp had known more than they had let on. "People aren't always honest," she said cryptically. "And sometimes the ones you trust the most are the ones hiding the biggest secrets." This statement sent social media into overdrive. Fans immediately connected dots, theorizing about who might be involved, and countless videos and posts went viral. The tension was at an all-time high, and the anticipation for the next chapter became almost unbearable. By the time part 2 concluded, it was clear that the story was far from resolved. Emotions were raw, alliances were shifting, and the rap world was buzzing with speculation. Fans were glued to their screens, family members were divided, and insiders hinted that the next moves could either make or break reputations. The cliffhanger left everyone desperate for answers. Would there be reconciliation, further betrayal, or a public showdown that no one could ignore? Part 3 promised to escalate everything even further, with secrets about finances, relationships, and loyalty ready to explode into the public eye, leaving fans shocked and the industry shaken to its core. The tension that had been building over the past 24 hours reached a boiling point as part 3 of this drama began. Social media was still buzzing from Asian Doll's hints about secrets in Lil Durk's camp, and fans were not holding back. Theories were everywhere, from who might have leaked information to who could be hiding money, and the speculation was turning the internet into a battlefield of opinions. Insiders said that things were about to get even more personal, with confrontations and confessions that nobody saw coming. Early that morning, reports started circulating that Asian Doll had scheduled a private meeting with her former friend, the one who had walked off the live stream the day before. Sources claimed that the meeting was intense from the very beginning. Emotions ran high, voices were raised, and accusations flew faster than anyone could track. "You think you're the victim here?" the former friend allegedly shouted. "I was doing what I had to do." Asian Doll's response was sharp. "Doing what you had to do? You betrayed everyone I trusted. The people, the fans, even yourself." Fans who somehow got wind of this conversation were going wild, sharing every leaked clip and snippet, dissecting the drama like a crime thriller. Meanwhile, the financial angle continued to dominate discussions. Insiders revealed that there were discrepancies in recent projects and collaborations, with funds allegedly being mismanaged or redirected without consent. Asian Doll hinted that someone close to Lil Durk had knowledge of these dealings, raising tensions further. "Money talks and lies walk," she reportedly said to a close associate. "People think they can hide, but receipts don't lie." This statement sparked even more speculation online, with fans trying to piece together which collaborations or endorsements could be involved, and who was really behind the alleged betrayal. As the day progressed, Lil Durk finally broke his silence, but not publicly. Insiders reported that he confronted both Asian Doll and her former friend privately, demanding clarity and accountability. Emotions reportedly ran high during these conversations, with harsh words exchanged. "You're dragging me into stuff I ain't even part of," he allegedly said, frustration evident in his tone. "If we don't handle this, it's gonna blow up bigger than anyone expects." Fans were shocked to hear that Durk was involved behind the scenes, fueling theories about secret alliances, loyalty tests, and potential double crosses. Just when it seemed like the drama couldn't escalate further, Asian Doll dropped another bombshell. During a short social media story, She hinted at a hidden family betrayal. "Sometimes the ones closest to you are the ones who stab you the hardest," she said cryptically, eyes filled with a mix of sadness and rage. Insiders said that certain relatives had been feeding information to outsiders, and this revelation further divided the family. Some defended her, claiming she was brave for exposing the truth, while others accused her of airing private matters publicly, creating chaos that could have long-term consequences. Fans were shocked, some outraged, others intrigued, and the story continued to spiral. The former friend didn't stay silent either. After their private confrontation with Asian Doll, they went on a separate live stream, addressing the situation from their perspective. Emotions ran high as accusations were thrown back and forth, and fans were left stunned by the revelations. "You think she's the only one who's been wronged?" the former friend asked, voice quivering. "I've been dragged into this just as much. People don't see the other side." This added yet another layer to the already complex drama. The chat exploded with mixed reactions, some defending Asian Doll, others siding with the former friend, and the tension in the rap community reached a fever pitch. As the day turned into evening, insiders hinted at even more surprises. Apparently, there were private recordings and text messages that could shift public perception dramatically if released. Sources claimed that Asian Doll had copies of conversations implicating multiple people, and that these were not just casual messages but proof of betrayal, manipulation, and hidden agendas. Fans speculated endlessly about what could be in these messages, and countless videos and posts predicting the fallout went viral. The suspense was unbearable, with the internet waiting for the next explosive reveal. Then came the twist nobody expected. A mutual friend of both Asian Doll and Lil Durk publicly intervened. In a video uploaded to social media, the friend urged calm, saying that the situation had spiraled out of control and that some issues needed to be resolved privately. "Y'all gotta understand, this is bigger than anyone imagined," they said. "People are getting hurt, loyalties are tested, and if we don't handle it right, it's gonna get ugly." Fans immediately took sides, some praising the intervention, others accusing the friend of taking one side or another. The drama became a mix of personal conflict, public spectacle, and viral content that nobody could escape. By mid-evening, the stakes had risen even higher. Insiders reported that Asian Doll and her former friend were planning another face-to-face meeting, this time with cameras present, which could lead to public confrontation. Rumors suggested that Lil Durk might even be involved indirectly, either as mediator or observer, adding another layer of intrigue. Fans were glued to their screens, waiting for updates, screenshots, and snippets. Social media was literally a war zone of reactions, opinions, and heated debates. Then came the most shocking development of the day. An unexpected third party entered the drama. Rumors spread that a close associate, who had remained silent until now, had been secretly involved in the financial discrepancies and hidden messages. Insiders said this person had been manipulating situations from the shadows, and their exposure could potentially topple multiple reputations. Asian Doll hinted at this revelation in a story, saying, "The puppet master is finally being exposed, and it's bigger than anyone thinks." Fans immediately started speculating who this could be, fueling endless discussion, debate, and more viral content. As the night came to a close, Part 3 ended with Asian Doll posting a final, cryptic message: "Tomorrow everything changes. The truth comes out, and people will have to pick a side." Insiders confirmed that the next chapter would include confessions, confrontations, and potential public fallout involving both family and industry figures. Fans were left in suspense, the tension almost unbearable, and social media exploded with theories, predictions, and anticipation. By the end of Part 3, it was clear that this drama was no longer just a social media story. It had become a full-blown cultural event. Loyalties were tested, friendships strained, family ties divided, and the rap community anxiously awaited the final chapters. Every message, every story, every leak added fuel to a fire that showed no signs of dying down. And as fans went to bed that night, they knew one thing for sure. The next day would bring revelations that could shake everything they thought they knew about Asian Doll, Lil Durk, and the people around them. The morning after Asian Doll's cryptic warning, the atmosphere was electric. Fans couldn't stop refreshing social media, hoping for any snippet of what was about to unfold. Insiders confirmed that a high-stakes meeting was scheduled, bringing together Asian Doll, her former friend, the mysterious third party implicated in the financial drama, and representatives from Lil Durk's camp. Emotions were already running high, and everyone knew that this could either end in reconciliation or public disaster. As soon as the live feed began, the tension was palpable. Asian Doll entered first, her expression a mix of determination and lingering anger. She didn't waste time. "Today, everything comes out," she said, staring directly into the camera. "No more secrets, no more lies. People need to see the truth." Her former friend arrived moments later. Visibly, Lil Durk's camp soon got involved, trying to mediate the chaos. An official statement was released, claiming that Durk had no involvement in the alleged financial issues, but that he was disappointed by how the conflict had affected his friends and the broader community. Insiders reported that he personally called both Asian Doll and her former friend, urging calm and accountability. "We gotta fix this without destroying each other," he allegedly said. Fans were torn. Some appreciated his attempt at mediation. Others accused him of staying too neutral while the drama unfolded. As the day progressed, the live stream turned even more intense. Asian Doll revealed screenshots and voice notes proving some of the mismanaged funds and secret messages. The evidence was detailed and dramatic, with timestamps and conversations that made the story feel almost cinematic. Her former friend admitted to some of the actions, but maintained that they had acted under pressure and misinformation. The third party occasionally interjected, trying to clarify their own involvement, which only added layers to the story. Fans were glued to their screens, unable to look away from what felt like a real-time scandal in the making. Then came a particularly emotional moment. Asian Doll addressed the family betrayal she had hinted at earlier. "I loved you, trusted you, and you still chose to leak everything," she said, holding back tears. The family member in question appeared remotely, issuing a short apology and claiming they were trying to protect her, not harm her. The interaction was tense, heartfelt, and messy, reflecting the real human emotions behind the viral drama. Fans were divided, some sympathizing with Asian Doll, others criticizing her for going public with family issues. Emotions ran hotter than ever. As Part 4 progressed, unexpected alliances formed. The former friend admitted they had grown to understand Asian Doll's perspective and apologized for past actions. "I see now how much pain I caused," they said, voice breaking. "I want to fix this." Asian Doll responded cautiously, signaling that forgiveness was possible, but trust needed rebuilding. The live chat erupted with excitement, with fans speculating if this could mark the start of reconciliation, or if tensions would flare again. The energy was raw, emotional, and completely unfiltered. The third party also took responsibility, admitting that their attempts to control the narrative had backfired spectacularly. "I thought I was helping, but I only made things worse," they said. Asian Doll accepted the admission, but made it clear that accountability was essential. "We're not done yet," she said firmly. "Everyone needs to understand the consequences of their actions." Fans reacted instantly, praising her for standing firm, while also showing a willingness to let some healing happen. Toward the evening, insiders reported that a symbolic gesture occurred off-camera. Asian Doll and her former friend were seen meeting privately to discuss moving forward away from social media. While the details were sparse, sources suggested they were negotiating terms of financial accountability and setting boundaries for future interactions. Fans were buzzing, theorizing that this private reconciliation might signal the end of the public feud, or at least a temporary truce. As the night drew to a close, the live stream ended on a suspenseful but hopeful note. Asian Doll addressed her audience directly. "This isn't the end, but it's a start. People will keep talking, rumors will fly, but at least the truth is out there now. We know what happened, who was involved, and what needs to change." Fans flooded the comments with reactions ranging from praise to shock, many saying they couldn't believe what they had witnessed. The combination of betrayal, confessions, and emotional confrontations had created a story that would dominate social media for days, if not weeks. By the end of Part 4, the drama had reached a temporary resolution. The major confrontations had occurred, truths had been revealed, and accountability was beginning to take shape. Yet the story remained dynamic. Fans speculated about long-term consequences for Asian Doll, her former friend, the third party, and even Lil Durk's public image. Social media chatter promised that this saga wasn't over. The next leaks, interactions, or statements could reignite the fire at any moment. The climax of the story had delivered everything a viral rap news saga needed. Shocking revelations, intense emotional confrontations, family betrayals, financial intrigue, and unexpected alliances. The narrative had moved from cryptic social media hints to real-time confrontations and confessions, keeping fans hooked and engaged. The resolution, while partial, left enough suspense for ongoing speculation, ensuring that the story would remain relevant and viral long after the live stream ended. Fans were left with one undeniable truth. Asian Doll had shocked everyone, not just Lil Durk, not just the former friend, not just the third party, but the entire rap community. The combination of courage, transparency, and raw emotion had created a cultural moment that would be remembered, dissected, and debated for weeks. As the dust settled, the anticipation of what would happen next kept everyone on edge, proving that in the world of rap drama, nothing stays hidden for long, and every revelation has consequences. And just like that, the saga of Asian Doll has left everyone speechless. The betrayals, the hidden messages, the shocking confrontations. It's a whirlwind that nobody saw coming. Fans are still replaying every moment, dissecting every leaked screenshot, every private text, every heated conversation. Emotions ran high from start to finish, and the internet is buzzing like never before. Some are calling it the most intense rap drama of the year, and honestly, it might just be. The family is left divided, loyalties tested, and alliances questioned. People are still debating who was right, who was wrong, and who really had the upper hand. The story has shown us that even in the glitz and glamour of the music world, real human emotions run deep. Secrets have consequences. Trust can be shattered in seconds, and sometimes the people you think are closest to you are the ones who surprise you the most. Asian Doll stood her ground, revealed the truth, and faced the storm head-on, leaving fans in awe of her courage and her ability to keep everyone guessing. Lil Durk's involvement, the former friend's admissions, and the mysterious third-party revelations all added layers of drama that no one could have predicted. Now it's your turn. What do you think really happened behind the scenes? Who do you side with? And who do you think deserves the blame? Drop your thoughts in the comments because we want to hear your take on every twist, turn, and shocking revelation. Don't forget to smash that like button if you were shocked by any of this drama, and hit subscribe so you never miss a story that shakes the rap world to its core. Turn on notifications to stay in the loop, because with drama like this, you never know what's going to happen next. And trust us, you won't want to miss it. The stage is set, the players are exposed, and the story is far from over. So join the conversation and be part of the chaos.